Good morning, everybody, from the San Diego Amtrak station. So today we're going to go from the ship. So we got off the ship, and now we're going to go from San Diego to Los Angeles. But of course, there's a service disruption between here and Los Angeles. So what we're going to do is we're going to get on the train here, and we're going to go up to Oceanside. Then at Oceanside, we're going to get off the train and take a bus, and then we're going to get off the bus in Irvine and get back on a train and then go to Los Angeles. So this has been one heck of a journey because Amtrak rebooked us from a train to this new hybrid thing, and my girlfriend got her ticket completely canceled. So they didn't even call or tell us about it, they just canceled her. And so we're waiting to go, and all of a sudden the guy's like, nope, you don't have a ticket. We're like, what? And we talked to the ticket counter, and he figured out they kept my ticket for some reason, but they completely canceled her. So they had it took a long time, probably 30 minutes or 45 minutes to get it figured out. But we're gonna take the 3 p.m. train up and get into Los Angeles around 7. So Amtrak gets a fail for this part of the trip so far. Anyway, this is a beautiful train station. I'm gonna step out of the way, take a look at it, and then we're gonna go inside and I'll show you some of the sights there. So check this out. Okay, it won't be long until we're boarding the train for Los Angeles. So this is going to be a fun trip on the, it used to be called the San Diegan, but now the Pacific Surfliner from San Diego to Los Angeles Union Station. So let's go check out this train and have a great ride. Alright, hello from the Pacific Surfliner here in California. So we are on our way to Los Angeles. Our first stop will be Oceanside, where we get off and take the bus. Then once we take the bus, we're going to get back on the train at Irvine. So let's just look out the window, and as we look out the window, I'll tell you a little bit about this train and how it travels and where we're going. So let's learn about the Pacific Surfliner here on the Amtrak service.
It's very pleasant to have New Welcome. This is Amtrak train 1785. And we're heading up to Oceanside today. And at Oceanside, we're continuing further north. We're going to make a bus connection there to take you Irvine when you're aboard an Amtrak train to continue the journey. Your safety is important to us. Please take a brief moment to familiarize yourselves with the location, operation, the emergency exits near you. Safety briefing cards have been placed in various seat back pockets in addition to post instructions. I'd like you to read the instructions and inform any crew member if you're unsure as the location or operation of emergency exits or placement of emergency equipment. Thank you. I feel wonderful.
As we travel along, I'd like to tell you a little bit about the Pacific Surfliner. The Pacific Surfliner is an Amtrak route that starts in San Diego, California, and runs up the Pacific coast to San Luis Obispo. So this route is a total of 350 miles, but for our journey today, we're just going to go from San Diego to Los Angeles. The journey that we're on today is from San Diego to Los Angeles, and that's only 126 miles. It's not too far, but it'll be a great train ride. The Pacific Surfliner was originally known as the San Diegan, and the San Diegan train was originally started by the Santa Fe Railroad starting in 1938. The San Diegan was one of Santa Fe's premier trains, and it ran only from Los Angeles to San Diego, thus the name the San Diegan. The Santa Fe Railroad operated the San Diegan until 1971 when Amtrak took over operation, and Amtrak continued to operate the train known as the San Diegan until 2000. Around the year 2000, the route was expanded to include service up to San Luis Obispo. So that's how the name Pacific Surfliner came about. We're on the sunny side of the train, that's for sure. It may be the sunny side of the train, but we've also got the side with the best views because we're facing west. So where else can you see the mountains and the beaches of Southern California? Only on the Pacific Surfliner. Since leaving the Santa Fe Depot in San Diego, we've made several stops. So after leaving the Santa Fe Depot, we stopped at the Old Town Transit Center, then we stopped in Solana Beach, and the stop that's coming up is Oceanside. So at Oceanside, that's where we're going to get off the train and hop on a bus. Let's just look out the window for a few more minutes and enjoy the views along the Pacific Surfliner. Okay, so we are now arriving at Oceanside. We're gonna get off the train and catch a bus all the way to Irvine. So here we go. Okay, now we're on the bus. Here we go. In case you're wondering why we're taking the bus from Oceanside to Irvine, I've got an explanation for you. So along the route of the Pacific Surfliner from San Diego to Los Angeles, there's some hills. And one of the hills between Oceanside and Irvine has proven to be unstable. So they're worried about the hill having a mudslide or a rock slide or something onto the train tracks when a passenger train's there. So they've canceled service along that section of the track until they can get it stabilized. So they're expecting that that'll take around 90 days. So hopefully they can get it done sooner, but we'll see. So until then, we're taking the bus from Oceanside to Irvine. Luckily, this bus ride is only about an hour, not too bad. From looking out the window on the bus, I'm glad that I'm not driving, as traffic looks pretty bad today on the I-5. Anyway, we're almost to our next stop of Irvine. And we have arrived in Irvine, so now we're going to hop on the train and go to Los Angeles. Here in Irvine, our train was on the other side of the tracks, so that meant that everybody had to go up and over the pedestrian bridge. They had to either take the stairs or the elevator, so that was a little bit of a bottleneck trying to get everybody up and over that, but we made it and we were able to board our next train, which will take us from Irvine directly into Los Angeles Union Station. Okay, now we're on the train to Los Angeles, so here we go. Because we were on the bus, we were not able to make stops in San Clemente Pier or in San Juan Capistrano, so the bus basically bypassed those two stops. Shortly after leaving the Irvine station, the sun began to set. Since we were sitting on the left side of the train, we got the views of the setting sun over California and the Pacific Ocean. So let's just take a look out the window and enjoy the sunset as our train continues north. After departing Irvine, our train made several stops. So the first stop was Santa Ana, Then we stopped in Anaheim. Next it was Fullerton. And finally we arrived into Union Station right on time. Even though our train had a bus bridge, the ride on the Pacific Surfliner was very good. The scenery along the coast and the Pacific Surfliner was spectacular. We enjoyed our trip. And as you can see, we're still seeing the setting sun. And we really enjoyed this. Soon it'll be getting dark as we arrive into Los Angeles. Well, it's been an adventure, that's for sure. But we have made it from San Diego to Oceanside to Irvine and now to Los Angeles. So we're almost there. Anyway, that's all I know. Let's go check out Union Station.
I advise you stay on board. 7:13 departure. We'll try and load passengers and get out on time. 7:13 departure. Please stay on board and continue to commute. This is LA Union Station.
Our train is arriving into LA Union Station right on time. We're going to get off here in Union Station, but this train's actually going to continue north. If you've ever been to LA Union Station, you've probably been on these ramps before. Or in these tunnels. LA Union Station is a hub of activity. It's a very busy place. You've got trains coming and going and lots of people. All right, we have made it to Los Angeles Union Station. Let's take a look at this beautiful building. We'll be back to Union Station tomorrow when we board Amtrak's Coast Starlight bound for Seattle. But this is Los Angeles Union Station. It's a very beautiful building.